Hello there. I thought I would check in and say hi to all of you from Santa Monica, California. When I first moved to LA, I remember driving to Santa Monica and parking and walking down the steps. There are like a ton of steps down at the northern part of Santa Monica where there's like a bit of a cliff. And it actually takes a little ways to get down, get across, get out to the beach, and I was in search of some volleyball. And I remember winding up at this spot with these folks that played every weekend and were so good. And I could tell this was like I don't know, almost like an exclusive club, and you had to earn your way to play with them because they were kind of like an established group. And I was so slow to get to the ball. Especially like in the sand. You're not used to playing in the sand and moving in the sand. Anyways, I'm having a lot of reflections on my time in Los Angeles. I moved here in 2010. And I moved from San Francisco. And so anyways, I'm looking out at the, back there. Let's see. The Ferris wheel and the mountains, Malibu, Topanga, where I've been living most recently, and I can see there's a little roller coaster going around in Santa Monica on the pier there, and just really, we all reflect when there's a new year, reflect when there's a new birth year. Sometimes different life things happen, and it sends like a whole ripple of thoughts on the past and what you want in the past in your future and new chapters and all the things. So anyways, I'm about to do some yoga here, and I'm feeling grateful for that. Like doing yoga on the beach is like one of my favorite things to do. And honestly, just being here, when you hear the sound of the waves, it's we are natural beings, and our bodies align with nature and are healed and just feel good, when we give that to ourselves. So I don't know what you all have in store for yourselves this weekend, but I am headed to a sketch comedy show this evening with one of my dear friends, and that should be fun. I love going to new places, and I love small towns, the country, farms. There is a place east of Los Angeles, a little farm that has lavender and produce, and they do brunches on Sundays. I won't be able to go on Sunday, but anyways, so I'm gonna head out to this farm tomorrow. I think if you haven't been to California, you think California, you think LA, San Diego, San Francisco. Maybe you think wine country too. Or these mountains I'm looking at again, in the distance. It's not the same through the camera, but anyways, Big Sur, just some really beautiful places in the state. But there's a lot of country, it's like a huge state, and really every state has country. It's not all just cities. So anyways, I'm looking forward to heading out in my new cowboy boots and exploring that farm. And then Sunday there is an event. This is Latin Heritage Month in the United States, and I'm trying to find where the shadow is. Okay, and there is an event nearby with La Verdad, the salsa band that played at Union Station for my episode that was at Union Station where I was salsa dancing. And they're fantastic, and I'm gonna go with one of my best friends, and I am definitely due up for some salsa dancing. So lots of fun things ahead this weekend. I will get my laptop on Monday back from the Seattle airport. Yeah, that was a whole fiasco, but it ended, it's ending well. I will have that, and then I will edit some more things for you. Anyways, if you haven't been to Santa Monica, there's also this hotel over here. Casa del Mar. Yeah, Casa del Mar. They have jazz. I can't remember if it's like Thursdays or when exactly, but that's a spot that you can go have a drink in the lobby or whatever and take in some live music. One of my favorite places here is Harvelle's on 4th Street, like blues music. I would try to make eye contact, you guys. Ooh, yeah, no, it's not happening. Sorry. Harvelle's is, sorry, still getting over something unpleasant, but it's pretty much gone. Anyways, Harvelle's great. They have a location in Long Beach as well, but just a small, intimate live music venue. It's great. One of my friends, old neighbors in Hermosa Beach, he has a band called Alligator Beach. They perform there, and it's a lot of like blues, funk, etc. Yeah, and I was just at Earth Cafe. They have this really good vegan chocolate cake. I highly recommend that here. So those are some of my favorite spots. And yeah, even Santa Monica, if you go like north of the pier, it's very different than South Pier. You know, right around the pier area, the promenade, you know, it's more busy, more tourists, more stuff going on. But there's a great farmers market every week, so I used to love walking to that. And then if you go further north of the pier, right on the border of like Pacific Palisades and Brentwood, it gets very calm, neighborhoody, nice. If you go south, like where I am now, Ocean Park, dense, but still kind of calm. And there's not that big cliff, so you can walk straight out onto the beach. So that just the beach access is easier. And yeah, so anyways, a lot of people have said Santa Monica's changed a lot over the years. I mean, most places change, you know? Like we change, places change, things change. I've been thinking about that a lot lately too, just like how much Los Angeles has changed itself. Like the city's changed, the entertainment industry has changed. And or what's just changed within me. Anyways, so maybe in the comments, if you guys have your own personal reflections about where you're at with new chapters and life reflections, and maybe there's a place you're in right now or that you've just been and you have some recommendations. I always love your travel recommendations. But yeah, a lot of different emotions being here right now. And I'm gonna stick on some good music and get to doing some yoga. So have a fantastic weekend, and I will be back on here soon. Definitely find me on Instagram. You can look up my name, Lisa Conzel. You can look up Lisa K Entertainment, and you'll find all the things. I have several accounts, one for media production, Verite Creative, which I've been doing for 20 years. And then the one that's kind of really focused on like YouTube content and everything. And then the other one that's kind of for me as a performer. So there's some crossover. But yeah, find any of those if you're on Instagram. I did post a TikTok today and like thinking about maybe doing some more on there. I know that's like real big and growing right now. But you know, I can only do so many things on all these platforms. So kind of figuring out where to channel my energy right now. But and also you'll see some roller skating content soon, because I just worked with this artist. Some of you watched my video yesterday about that I was shooting in Hermosa Beach. That was really fun. So lots going on, lots to show you in the next month or two, from France to the East Coast to the West Coast of the United States, and hoping for lots more. There's lots more percolating for new places and some of the places where you guys live that I haven't been to yet. So again, have a wonderful weekend. Feel free to share in the comments your own things, and I'll see you soon.